Alright, so this is kind of a random episode. I'm working on a Dodge Intrepid that is not mine, but it was given to my sister-in-law and she needed help getting it running. It didn't run. So I pulled the battery out and figured out it's just a battery issue. The battery was really old and it's dead. They thought it was the alternator and a bunch of other stuff, and it's just not. But what I learned is that these cars have the most ridiculous battery mounting position I've ever seen. Like, it makes no sense, and I'll show you. It's actually in the headlight, like right there. It's underneath the headlight, and they run these terminals up to either side, and it just doesn't make any sense. So I'm gonna relocate the battery. So if this is you and you have a Dodge Intrepid for whatever reason, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna relocate the battery and put it in a better spot, and hopefully make it a lot easier to service and charge and things like that, and just make it not dumb. In my humble but accurate opinion, that's what we're gonna try to do. So I think it'll be pretty easy. I'll show you what I'm gonna do, and hopefully this helps you. So this is kind of the goal. This one's actually just sitting there, but I want it to be mounted in that position, and you'll see I have some issues with airbox and stuff, but I think I have a way to fix that. So I've already got it out, but the battery goes down, kind of tucked underneath there, down under there in this area. And I don't get it, it doesn't make sense, so I'm going to fix it. Alright, I'm going to start by making a cardboard template, and I may make it out of 2 pieces. I've got some sort of, looks like my AC, my high pressure AC line right here that my battery's going to be on top of, which doesn't really bother me too much, but I am going to want to support that a little. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it up on one side, mount it to the inner fender, and then I'm going to make kind of a Z-shaped fold like this and mount it right here, and that'll give me a little tray to sit my battery on. Missing someone, with all your missing someone, that. Make sure you guys can see. So that's going to be my new battery tray. Okay, so my plan is to just rivet this in. It's not covering the high pressure Schrader valve fitting, so I don't think it should be an issue that it's not going to be movable. It will be movable, it just won't be easy. You have to pop the rivets out. But I think that's going to be okay. So I'm going to drill holes, get all the holes drilled, then I'll hit it with some paint so it doesn't rust, and then I'm going to rivet it in. So I'm going to drill some small pilot holes. Take some electrical tape and wrap it around the edges so that when I'm in here, if I have to work on this car again or forever works on it next, this sharp metal won't cut them or me. And you did it right from the start. Yeah. I'm just gonna use those 3. And I think that's going to be good. So yeah, it's pretty strong actually. Well, a little flexible. But the battery's weight is going to sit on the whole piece, and these bends are actually really strong. So I think that's going to be good. And now I can install the battery. Okay, now I guess I could pull out. Ooh, that's gonna be close. Glad I didn't get the big one. I wonder if the hood's gonna close. I should test that. Missing someone is as normal. Missing someone and missing someone. So I was going to cut off the slack for the negative, because the negative did have to run all the way under here. but I decided not to, just in case something went terribly wrong and this didn't work. Now I'm going to reroute this hose so that I can run a cone filter right here in this spot, and then I think I will be done. So I'm going to use just like a regular top. This one came off of a little transmission stop leak bottle to plug this hole. Okay, so I forgot to check my card before I started filming, and it ran out. I'm not sure how much you guys saw, but I'm going to show you the final thing, final product. Alright, so here's what we're working with. I clamped the filter down onto the regular stock intake pipe, and then I used some zip ties just to hold it down so that the hood didn't slam it. I think eventually this rubber will kind of conform to this shape. It'll relax a little bit. It's still used to coming through kind of this way, so I think it'll relax and form that shape. But until then, I'm going to hold it down with zip ties so that it works and holds itself away from the hood. So now I just got to start it up. I want to show you that it does actually start and run like this. And there you go. The car runs, the battery's in a sane location, and overall it works. I'm going to drive it and see how that goes, but I'm happy with it. The car runs, which is the whole goal of this whole thing. So I'm going to replace some fluids, get the car back to my sister-in-law, and anyway, so if you're like, woo! Are you kidding me? Golly.
You should put that in your video.
My wife's sole purpose is to scare me, I think. Man.
That was a good one. You need to go open.
I've lost like 6 years of my life since we've been married. Oh, gosh. Anyway.